Hi guys. You remember last week Pearl was grinding pork for her longanisa sausage that she was making. And right at the end, when she was putting her last piece in, the mixer grinder, Kitchenaid, broke. I don't know what's going on. It's not spinning anymore. So I'm going to take her apart and see if we can figure out what's going on with it. And I figured I might as well do a video on it in case someone else has this problem with their mixer. We're going to start with, I want to remove this cover right here. It's got to be a motor. The top has to be a motor, and I'm assuming there's a gear here. There's probably a gear coming off the motor and then a gear going straight down to the mixer itself. So I'm thinking, the way it sounded, I'm thinking in here a gear has stripped out. So we're going to do some investigating. Most of the time, I like to fix things myself. I kind of enjoy it, the challenge, and yeah, I'm no genius, but usually I can figure most of these out. There we go. I'll turn this so y'all can see. I'm going to have to remove this ring right here. I don't believe it'll be very difficult to get off. That wasn't tough. So we've got this ring off. It's got some grease on it. I'm going to have to watch I don't get that on the table. Pearlie will get me. Alright, we got the ring off. The outer ring here. And laid it right there. And I see a pin right here, a pin. We're going to push that out and then pry this off right here. So let me put the camera back. Well, that pin's wanting to be a little butt head. Finally, got that booger out. That was not cooperating. Was not going along with the system. Okay. Here's that pin we just removed. Holds this apparatus here on. Let's turn this a little bit. A couple screwdrivers. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Well, I don't see anything wrong with that gear. That looks all right. I'll place that over here. Let's go ahead and take these 5 screws out. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws right here. Let's go ahead and take them out. And it takes the square head screwdriver. I don't know why they do that to us. Aggravating. Now they have Torx, Phillips, flathead, square. I mean, gosh. Why so many? I know why. So we have to have more tools, huh? I gotta figure out where to get parts for this next. Once we figure out what's wrong with it. Them bolts, that's different than those 5. So I'm gonna leave those 5 separate over there. And this one, we'll keep it, or these, we'll keep them separate. the housing. And it looks like there's two back here to get. Yeah, that one has a lock washer on it. We'll have to make mental note of that. Lock washer went in the back. It's been a very nice mixer. I bought this for her 5 years ago. And trust me, she's used it. She's used it a lot. A woman is crazy about cooking. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so I ended up removing this screw, and on here, and there's one directly on the other side. Right there. 4 screws. Now we should be able to lift the motor off of the mixer. Ah, there we go. Oh, look at all the grease. Lots of grease. So far, I'm looking down here. I don't see, ooh, no. I don't see any missing teeth or anything. So the problem must not be in there. We'll set this down. Oh, look at all the grease here. We'll just put it all inside here. Ah, I see the problem, folks. I see it now. Let me get some of this grease off and I'll show you. And that gear looks plastic. That's a plastic gear. It's all stripped out. Yeah, I've always liked working on things myself. Sometimes I save money at it. Most of the time I save money at it. Sometimes it costs me more to work on it myself than if I'd have just had it professionally done. But most of the time it works out great. And I enjoy it. There's something about repairing something and accomplishing, you know, making something work that didn't work anymore. Oh my, yeah, that chewed all up. Pull this camera off. So, yeah, this is steel. This is a steel gear here. But this one here is plastic, and it is ate up. It's a Phillips. Looks like 3 screws hold that whole apparatus on. I'll have to clean it up and then go down and get on the old internet and see if I can find that part, this part. I'm sure they sell this, my goodness. This mixer, I believe we have over $400 in. It's a nice mixer. So surely they have parts for it. I'll get these screws. 3 Phillips head screws. Set that there. I think we'll just go ahead and lift this if we can. I think we can. Oh yeah, there we go. And there it is. I probably should have done this project in the garage. She's not awake, so. All right, I took this out in the garage and cleaned it up. I think you can see it now, but look how much that gear's tore up. So now I just got to go down there and get on the internet and do some research, see about getting a part. All right, guys, what's the next day? It's Thursday. And I ordered the part yesterday, and there it is already today. I got it just a little bit ago. So we'll put her back together. This, I hope I showed you yesterday. Sometimes I don't do such a great job. But this goes right here. There's a dowel pin, and there's a hole for this one for the dowel pin. Actually, there's 2 dowel pins. One right here, and one right there. So that simplifies it for dummies like me. Boom, that's it. Put in my 3 screws, 1, 2, 3. and bolt her up. I think I'll put some of this grease on the top, around the gears, down in the bottom there. Okay, here's the 3 screws. Got lock washers on them. Yeah, I'm really surprised how fast I got the getting grease all over me. How fast that part came. I just ordered it yesterday. I just took this apart yesterday. So that's cool. Hopefully this takes care of everything, and I'll have her back in the meat grinding business in just a little bit. Scoop up a little bit of that grease, and I'm gonna put it on top there a little bit. And smear a little bit on the gear. Yeah, everything, I don't know if I told you or not. I don't think I did. I found it on the internet. eReplacementparts.com, I believe. $40, that's shipping and everything. Now I could have ordered just the gear itself, but for just a little bit more money I got the whole assembly and I didn't have to take it apart. And well, 40 bucks, that's pretty cheap to get getting this back in business. All right, let's make sure our gasket's in place. Maybe wipe some of the excess grease off of the edge of it. Gosh, fell back on there like it wanted to go back on there. All right, we have, if I recall, we had 4 screws and one had a lock washer. There they are right there. So, the one with the lock washer was in this spot right here. And this is the one with the lock washer. I'll tilt this back a little bit. And these 2 go right here. And one more. All right. Now we have these 5 screws right here to put back in. And they were all the same length. All right. Okay, that's bugger. They call this the Planetary. I'm just going to call it the booger. Make sure the gear turns in there so it goes in the teeth. There we go. And then there's a pin right there. The pinhole's right through here. Remember that pin we set or pushed out to get this off, remember? Where's that bugger? Right here. Put this pin back in through that shaft. I want to put it back in the same way I took it out. Let's turn this a little bit. All right, I believe what was next, this ring. Guys and gals, we just about got this, we just about have this done, I think. She'll have to give this a good wipe down after I'm finished. Looks good. Now we gotta button up the back. Let's turn this bad boy around. Set it down. We got this to button up. This here just pushes right in there. Let's move this. And it's grooved on each side, so there we go. And I put the little screw to this and have it right in here. Just like that. All right. Well, now it's test time. All right. Now the moment of truth, guys. This before wasn't rotating. It just was dead. But there we go. Mama's back in business. Hell. Probably saved some money there in time. I don't know when I would have got this back. And I don't know what they would have charged to fix it. I hope this helps someone out there. It has a Kitchenaid mixer. And by all means, do it yourself. You can do it. The parts are on the internet. I mean, nowadays, even instructions are on the internet. Remember to subscribe if you haven't, and share and like. And if you have any comments, please leave them. Constructive ones. Thanks, guys. Bye.